Previously on Blue Healers.
Tough guy, huh?
Give it a rest.
Want to find out?
We've got a mate of yours in there.
One way or another, your girlfriend is going to cooperate with our inquiries.
Do you know where she's staying?
Well, probably with me.
She's moving in with you.
No, I said staying. For a couple of days, that's all.
Why are you stalking Donna Maitland?
Listen, you can't hold me here. You got nothing. Nothing.
Why are you stalking Donna Maitland? And while we're at it, why did you vandalise Constable Jones's room?
I'm not, and I didn't. You can't hold me here.
Jonesy? Jonesy! Jonesy, what happened?
He's taken Donna. He's taken her.
Mr. Clergus, room 5.
Has he got Donna?
Police, don't move! Get your hands in the air.
Up against the wall right now, mate.
What do you think you're doing? Up against the wall now. Get up! Get up!
Hey! What's going on?
Shut up! Shut up!
You want to tell me what this is about?
It's about kidnapping, Theo.
Kidnapping?
Donna?
What?
Donna, you're right. Donna, we're here to help you.
Who the hell is Donna?
I think you got the wrong girl.
So where is she?
Couldn't tell you where Donna is. I haven't seen her, have I?
We hear you're at the Imperial tonight.
No. I was having a nice evening with a young Sally. That is until you two showed up.
Lucky girl.
I didn't hear any complaints.
You told us you wanted to win Donna back.
Yeah, best way to get an old girlfriend out of your head, isn't it?
To pick up someone else.
The only thing I had to pick up was the phone. I just let my fingers do the walking.
And she's a prostitute.
Yeah. You want a business card?
Donna Maitland was kidnapped tonight, Theo.
So? It's nothing to do with me. Hey, I'm serious. I don't even reckon she's been kidnapped anyway. I get it. The new boyfriend, our hero, Constable Plod. Come on. That bitch has got him wrapped around her little finger. And now the two of them want you to think that she's been kidnapped. And you believe them.
There's no time for this. He's got her.
No, he doesn't have Donna. We've brought him in.
Well, he's got her somewhere.
So whoever hit you
Clergus.
had some sort of weapon.
A spanner.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I knocked it out of his hand. I saw it hit the ground.
Like he didn't finish you off.
Very lucky.
It was someone else. Someone called out.
Who? You know?
I blacked out.
All Donna's stuff still in Jonesy's room. No sign of a struggle.
So this is where he was hit. I can't see a spanner.
Clergus probably took it with him.
Maybe. We didn't see one in his belongings. I'm just trying to look at this from all angles. There are just a few things that don't add up.
Like what?
Like the missing weapon, like the fact he didn't get a good look at his attacker.
Well, Clergus came up from behind him, and it was dark.
Looks pretty light now.
Don't you believe, Jonesy?
Susie, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, someone must have seen Clergus. I'm going to go inside and ask. Just because no one remembers seeing Clergus doesn't mean he wasn't there.
Yeah, but we can't back up Jonesy's story. I'm going to have to cut Theo loose.
There must be something we can hold the guy on.
Well, the escort said that she was with him all night. Her agency had a booking from 7.
We can't just let him go.
Suze, we've got no choice.
Want me to do the honours?
Yeah, Look, there's nothing else that we can do. Not tonight. Why don't we just go back to my place? We can have something to eat.
I'm pretty tired, Ben.
We would have just crashed.
I might go home and sleep in my own bed tonight, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Missed you last night.
Yeah?
Found it hard to get to sleep without you. How'd you sleep?
Not the best, actually.
Bad dreams?
I don't remember dreaming. Ben,
Isn't that Donna Maitland's car? Donna?
well, someone's left in a hurry.
You hear that? Donna, okay. You all right? Okay, you're going to be okay.
What's this?
I told you Theo was dangerous, and you wouldn't do anything. If these two hadn't come along, I could have ended up dead. You've got to arrest
Don't
him.
make demands on me, Ms. Maitland.
Oh, what's it going to take before you actually do something?
Detective Fox, take care of this, will you?
This way, please.
We found her in the boot of her car, boss. She was bound and gagged. Jonesy's right about Calurgis.
We'll see.
Constable Jones said that you were in your car when he got to the Imperial.
Yeah, well, Evan's room would be the first place that Theo would look for me. I didn't just want to sit there and wait for him.
So you made a run for it?
I managed to get to my car, and I got the keys in the ignition, and that's when I saw Theo hit Evan.
And what did you do?
I tried to get away, but I was just so nervous. I fumbled with my keys, and that's when Theo grabbed me.
Hang on. You were just going to leave Constable Jones there?
No, I was going to get help.
Go on.
Theo threw me in the boot of his car and drove off. And later on he stopped to tie me up.
So what happened next?
I heard a car horn and I felt the car slide off the road.
And what did Theo do?
I heard a car door and I heard his footsteps, but he just never came.
And how long had you been in the boot at this stage?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes.
The wire that he used to bind your wrists, it didn't leave any bruises.
No.
Well, you say that you feared for your life. If you were trying to struggle to get free, wouldn't there be marks on your skin?
I'm not lying about this.
Oh, fatigue's duty again. Come on, Sarge. I've been here 3 weeks. I haven't even made my first arrest yet.
I have.
You got lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
When did you make your first arrest, Detective?
Oh, about half an hour after I reported to my first job in Fitzroy.
You see?
Yeah, I was called out to a brawl at the Metropole Hotel. My first sergeant was a sort of a chuck in the deep end sort of bloke.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to see if they can swim first.
Come on, Sarge. It's not funny.
I do have one very, very important job for you.
Yeah? What?
These are after-hours forms. They give us contact information on local businesses in the event of a burglary or other mishap. All ours were destroyed in the bombing.
Well, can't we just mail them or something?
Nothing like the personal touch, Constable.
See you next week.
You go too, Kelly.
Sarge.
Off you go.
Where's Donna? Where's she?
Still talking to her.
Yeah, Evan, you shouldn't be here.
I'll go in there, mate.
Donna,
Jones.
you okay? What have you been saying to her?
Constable, I'm in the middle of an interview. Constable! How dare you interrupt my interview?
Well, what the hell's going on in there? She's in tears. And why haven't you picked up
We
Colergus?
did pick him up. We just didn't have any reason to hold him.
Well, what about that?
He's got an alibi.
Well, it's a crock.
Yeah, you're telling me. Sergeant, can I borrow Constable O'Rourke for a CI matter?
Yes.
See, I matter.
Is this what you meant by helping?
Too much like your private life, eh, Kel?
Shut up, Joss.
So what's this supposed to prove?
Okay, so this is how Donna was found. Her legs bound by electrical tape, her wrists with wire. Okay. Now, try and get yourself free.
So I can strangle Peroni.
What's going on?
The wire used to bind Donna Maitland's wrists had some give in it. That's why there were no bruises on her wrists. So she could have got free any time she wanted.
But don't you think your time would be better spent getting evidence against Colergus?
The only evidence we have so far points to Donna Maitland's kidnap being a put-up job, and I don't think she did it on her own. Donna Maitland wants Theo put away. Constable Jones could well be helping to fit him up.
Witnesses saw this bloke take a swing at Jonesy. I mean, he's capable of assault, we know that.
He says the car park was dark, but when Susie and I were there, it was bright as day.
Come on, that's
No
hardly
one except Donna
conclusive.
saw Theo Colergus anywhere near the Imperial last night, and we can't find the assault weapon.
Hey, whoever hit him practically caved his skull in.
Makes his story look good.
No, boss, I do not believe that Jones was involved in this.
He's already shown himself to be a maverick where this woman's concerned.
Yeah, but fitting someone up for assault,
I'm
conspiring
not
to fake
taking
an
any
abduction.
chances. I want something solid by close of play. In the meantime, he's on leave until I formalise his suspension.
Oh, boss, that's a bit
Just
unreasonable.
do it.
Well, it doesn't matter what she thinks. She can't do anything without evidence.
But you believe me? Evan?
Why didn't you try and get your hands free? I mean, you could have. Just had to twist them a bit.
I was paralysed. I couldn't even breathe properly. I can't even think about what would have happened if they hadn't have found me. I'm so scared.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just Amy's getting to me.
I need you to believe me.
And I do.
That's all that matters.
Hey, Jonesy, what are you doing here?
Don't see why you'd care.
Of course I care.
I'm sorry. So, were you at the hospital last night?
Yeah, we all were.
No, after that.
Dreaming about me now, Jonesy.
Hey, Constable, you shouldn't be here.
No, I need to do this, Sarge.
Jones, out. I don't want you here.
Can't stop me working, I'm rostered on.
Sergeant, roster. Now you're free to go.
Still a sworn member?
Not for long.
I'm just trying to do my job.
This isn't just about insubordination. Now we can add false report to the charge.
It wasn't a false report. Theo Colergus tried to smash my head in, remember?
Yes. And your girlfriend was kidnapped.
You can't stop me working.
Is that so? Either you take leave immediately, or I'll make the call and have you suspended.
You can't do that.
Watch me.
Be better if you went home, mate. Live to fight another day, eh?
Hey, just keep it together, all right? The boss can't sack you without evidence.
Yeah, but he's going to kick me out of the station while he goes looking for it. Look, Suze, I need your help.
I don't know what I can do to help you.
Colergus is still out there and he's after Donna. Just keep an eye on things for me. Let me know what's going on.
What if I turn something up that you don't want to know about?
So you think Donna's lying as well?
Some of the things she said, they don't add up.
Well, I'm not some sucker. The girl's in trouble.
We can't help the girl if she won't tell us the truth.
Right. So it's you, Amy and the boss, all on the same side.
Jonesy, if I'm on anyone's side, it's yours. Can't you see that I'm trying to help you? It's just Donna, I don't...
Sorry to interrupt. I just thought this would be a good time for us to have another chat.
No, I've said all I'm going to.
Yeah, and raise more questions than you've answered.
I don't have to put up with this.
Jonesy, you used to be in the building trade, is that right?
Yeah?
Still do the odd job?
Occasionally, why?
Where's your truck? Are your spanners in the toolbox?
Well, where else am I going to put them?
Can you slide it over, please? Bag these and send them to forensics.
You done?
No, I'd like to see any wire or electrical tape that you've got. You do have some?
Yeah, well, half of Mount Thomas has got some lying around.
Not interested in what the rest of Mount Thomas has got. I want to see yours.
Well, it was in here. It's gone.
Well, so far you haven't been able to explain very much.
I don't owe you any explanation.
There are holes in your story, Jonesy. You say that you knocked a spanner out of your attacker's hand.
Theo's hand, yeah.
Well, we couldn't find one at the scene.
Well, maybe he picked it up.
Which would have been difficult if, as you say, it was pitch black.
I've swabbed the spanners, no trace of blood.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I take it this is over?
For now.
See, I would have thought that I could expect a little trust and a little loyalty from my workmates.
I've spoken to the inspector and I've left a message with Monica Draper.
Well, good for you.
Oh, start thinking with your brain, Jones. When she calls back, you can expect to be suspended.
Bring it on.
Come on, we've only got 10 more of these things to do.
Can't we just say that the rest of the shops are closed?
Yeah, good thinking. And the sergeants will bust us left out.
What's the hurry, mate? What's wrong with you? Look at you, you're a mess.
I fell over, that's all.
Walking to a river, you're soaking wet.
What's your name?
Mitchell.
Maybe we should have a chat to your folks, eh?
Mum and Dad aren't home.
You sure about that? You haven't been doing something you shouldn't, have you?
No.
Could you give us a minute?
Just wait there, all right?
What are you doing? You're freaking him out.
You could have something to do with the Bergs and Paget's lane.
What?
He could have got sprung in some household that gave him a going over.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
Mitchell, I need you to empty your pockets for me.
Right, because he's got hot DVDs and a laptop in there.
Like a bit of golf, do you, Mitchell?
We're supposed to be delivering these after-hours forms.
Well, the golf course is on our list, isn't it? We're multitasking.
Oh, hey there. Everything all right?
Yeah, we're just handing out forms to local businesses in the area.
Nice.
Yeah, brand new, just came in. Rolls-Royce of golf clubs. You must be a keen golfer to have spotted those.
Oh, you know, I have a whack every now and then, yeah.
Oh, might be able to do you a special deal if you like to play.
I might have to take you up on that. Now, mate, you wouldn't happen to know that kid over there, would you?
Yeah, it looks like Mitchell Hobbs. His house backs onto the 7th fairway. He's not in any trouble, is he?
Oh, well, I'm not really at liberty to say, Mr.
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Adam Carpenter, how you doing?
As I said, Mr. Carpenter, we're just handing out these after-hours
You
forms.
wouldn't have any idea who'd want to rough him up.
Nah, Mitchell wouldn't get in a fight. He's a good kid. He's quiet. Except there is a bit of competition between him and another boy to collect golf balls lost on the course. Sometimes they have a bit of a squabble. It's never been anything serious.
I suppose you'd know the other boy's name, would you?
Yeah, sure.
Sarge? Jesse Butler.
Right. What's Jesse Butler doing here?
We have reason to believe he was involved in an assault.
Right. Weren't you supposed to be delivering after-hours forms?
We were.
We were, but then we came across this boy who'd been assaulted. He said some kids are in competition collecting golf balls down at the local...
Right. This boy who was allegedly assaulted...
Mitchell Hobbs.
Mitchell Hobbs. Did he make a complaint?
No, but he was really scared. He should have
Right. Any witnesses?
No, I don't think so.
OK. Jesse, is it? Do you know this Mitchell Hobbs?
Yeah.
Friend of yours, is he?
We both used to collect golf balls that had been hit into the lake.
Exactly, and that's what I think they were fighting over, Sarge. The guy at the pro shop said they were in competition, so I think that's how Mitchell ended up with a bloody nose, right? Hello, yes, no?
Yes,
yeah.
all right, Constable.
He's not answering.
I'll handle it from here. Did you assault Mitchell Hobbs?
No.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
No way.
All right, off you shoot.
Huh?
You can go.
Sarge, you're kidding.
He was undersized. I threw him back.
No, I don't think you understand. I know that he did it.
Look, word to the wise. Kids fight. If we ran every one of them through the book, we wouldn't do much else, would we? Seeing as you're both so keen on golf...
No, I don't have anything to do with that.
Lady brought these in, said she found them.
Who would lose a set of golf clubs?
Well, I don't know, but I'd like you to sign them into the property book.
Will you stop sulking, please?
I'm not sulking.
Look, you know that if we'd busted that kid, you would have tried to take the credit for it, right?
Like I need any help from you.
You need something. So if you don't mind me saying, you've got some work to do in your instinct department.
Oh, where did your instincts lead you? To a couple of kids fighting? Oh, how about putting your money where your mouth is? A little wager over who makes an next arrest?
All right, I'll tell you what. The loser does the winner's next fatigues duty.
No matter what it is?
Oh, I don't care if it's cleaning the cell, cleaning the dunnies. Okay? It's a bet.
You're wrong about him.
Am I?
Look, Jones might be a hothead, but he's not crooked.
Yeah, maybe not off his own bat, but she seems to have a lot of influence over him.
He's a good copper and a good mate.
Yeah, I heard that about Mount Thomas before I got here. It's a place where people look after their mates.
Ben, can I talk to you
Yeah, sure.
in private?
Finally alone.
Ben, you know, I think you're a wonderful guy. You're everything that a girl could want, in fact, but I just think that the two of us, you and me, it's a mistake.
But what? Look, if this is about the watch...
No, no. No, it's about us. I'm not sure that we're right for each other. I didn't want to hurt you. I'm
Susie,
really sorry.
Can we at least just talk about this?
I'm sorry, Ben. I can't.
Good morning, this is 3SD, the voice of the Golden West.
Jonesy.
Excuse me.
I want to talk to you about yesterday.
Yeah, I would have thought that you would have given me the benefit of the doubt.
I did. I still do. I hate it being like this between us.
Look, Suze.
Hey, morning.
Good morning.
You should have woken me.
Get you some brekkie?
Sir? You know, you don't stand a chance, you know?
I'm sorry?
I'm saying the way you look at Evan. You can forget about it.
You seem very sure of yourself.
Well, you're an amateur.
Right. So what does that make you?
Did I miss something?
No. No. I've got some work to do.
Find any money out here, it belongs to me.
Yeah, or we could put it towards a good defence lawyer for Jonesy.
It's not come to that, has it?
His story's full of holes, Chrissy.
Well, that's hardly surprising, given the hit he took to the head.
Hey, has Donna ever told you anything about herself? Like, where she's from, that sort of thing?
Oh, she's not exactly chatty with me, but then I'm not a bloke. I can't believe that Jonesy'd lose his job over her.
Yeah, well, he can't even identify his attacker. Reckons that light was out.
Stupid thing. It's been playing up for weeks.
It has?
Yeah, on and off. I'll go and get the electrician onto it now. In fact, it's a wonder there haven't been more assaults, you know. It gets that dark out here.
If you're
You're so sure of yourself, we can go double or nothing.
It's your funeral.
What are you doing here?
Reporting for work, Sarge.
How am I to get in the way of such untrammelled enthusiasm? Now, you're looking very cheerful this morning. Any reason?
I need a reason to be cheerful, Sarge.
Yeah, if you could
Not really.
under that name and get back to me. Yeah, that would be great, thank you.
Susie, can we talk?
Ben, I'm really sorry. Just not right now. Sorry.
Even if the Imperial's light is faulty, it still doesn't plug up all the holes in Jonesy's story.
You can't just discount the possibility that he's telling the truth.
I'm not discounting anything, but someone had to have helped her. She couldn't have just tied up herself.
Oh, why not? This is like the wire Donna used. You said yourself it's got a fair bit of give. She could have looped it into a figure eight, threaded her hands through, and then tightened it like this.
If this came from a roll of wire, there might be more in the car. We'll be in the car park.
Okay.
What? Why are you acting so weird?
I'm not acting weird. You acting weird, Sergeant?
No, weirder than usual.
No, I didn't think so. There you go.
What's this?
Roster. Thought it might be a good time for you to learn how to read it. I think with careful examination you'll discover you're not actually working today.
Well, hang on, this can't be right.
You've got a rest day, you goose.
You knew about this?
Maybe.
Hey, Sarge, look, it's fine. I can work today, no problem.
Won't be necessary.
All right, this isn't fair. The bet's off, all right?
No way, Jose.
You'll just have to find something else to do with your day.
She could easily have wrapped the tape around her ankles, then around her mouth, which would just leave the wire.
Which there's no sign of.
Or maybe she threw it into the bush, you know. Let's go and search around where we found her car.
We could, but I don't think we're going to find anything.
What do you think she used those for?
She needed something to cut the electrical tape.
I don't get it. Evan, what's this all about?
You'll find out.
If you've got questions, why not let her answer them back at the pub?
Would you mind staying out of this?
You don't have to talk to her.
Told you once.
Amy, can I have a word with you? In private?
Constable, how many times do I have to tell you?
But I want to be present during this interview.
Mate, the boss is just down the hall. Be smart. Go home.
Well, it'd certainly explain why Theo's so keen to get her back.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Sergeant? It's fine. Let him stay. After you. Are these yours? We found them in the boot of your car.
Well, then they're probably mine. Well, if that's a crime, you better charge me now.
Could you maybe explain why we found residue of adhesive on them?
Adhesive?
Like the kind used in electrical tape, for instance?
Theo could have used the scissors to cut the tape before he tied me up.
Just for the record, could you clarify for us what your relationship is with Theo Kalogis?
I told you, he's my ex-boyfriend.
Your boyfriend or your pimp?
What is this?
Constable Rain has checked with the Prostitution Control Authority, Donna. You're registered with them.
That's not a crime.
Is this true?
I don't do that anymore.
Your agency's been wondering where you are.
Why didn't you tell us earlier you worked as a prostitute?
Because it's not relevant. I was going to tell you.
Is there anything else you were going to tell us about, like staging your own abduction, perhaps?
You don't understand. Theo was going to kill me. I didn't plan it, Evan. I swear to you, I didn't mean to get you involved. I saw him hanging around and I just freaked.
So you took the tape and the wire from my truck. How long did you think it'd take for them to start looking at me?
See, I wasn't thinking. I made it up as I went along. I drove into a ditch and tied myself up.
You left me bleeding and unconscious in a car park.
Evan, I'm so sorry. I was just so scared. I had to do something to get away from Theo.
Yeah, and what would have happened if he'd have found you before we did?
That's enough.
Why didn't you tell me the truth?
Interview suspended at 11:59
I didn't
a.m.
think you'd help me. Not if you knew what I did for a living. Oh, Evan, I didn't want to lie to you. I had to do something to get help. Please, Evan, oh, God, Evan!
She says she feared for her life. She says she only staged the abduction so that we would take his threats seriously.
She's been charged with making a false report.
Was Jones involved?
Ms Maitland maintains she did it on her own.
You believe her?
It would appear that she's been lying to Constable Jones as well, yes.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Look, I want proof of his innocence, Detective, not the word of a pathological liar.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, Jones is still involved.
Look, boss, can I at least assume, given that we have no proof yet of Jones's involvement in this, that you'll be withdrawing your request for his suspension?
No, Sergeant, you can't. Dismissed.
So what's going on? Amy just said Jonesy's not off the hook. How? If Donna said she wasn't involved,
I'm not telling you this in any official capacity, but I'd say there's a crucifixion in the wind.
I'm talking to the boss.
No. That's not going to do any good. What Jonesy needs now is for his friends to stand behind him. Do what they can to get to the truth of this. And I wouldn't waste any time if I were you.
So you had my clubs, and now they're missing?
Well, I'd say temporarily misplaced.
Damn things were never lost in the first place.
Well, the woman who brought them in seemed assumed.
You mean my soon-to-be ex-wife?
That was your wife. Why?
Because she's psychotic. And this is turning out to be a complete and utter waste of my time.
Yes, for which I apologise. I assure you that the constables responsible will call you as soon as they find your clubs.
If the police were privatised, this would never happen.
Right. Look, perhaps you could furnish Constable O'Rourke here with a more detailed description of the clubs.
Excuse me, the inspector's on the phone.
Right, well, you better tell the boss.
He doesn't want to talk to the boss, he wants to talk to you.
Right, OK. Constable O'Rourke will look after you.
They were in a black and white bag, and the wood covers were black and white.
Not a Collingwood supporter, are you?
Do you have a problem with that?
Now, I might be a bit rusty. I haven't played for a while. Mate, you haven't seen those two kids hanging around today, have you? Mitchell or Jesse?
Nah, can't say I have.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you need? Teas, maybe?
No, I reckon I've got everything I need right here, thanks.
Look, maybe it'd be better if you did that somewhere else.
Huh?
Watch out!
Oh, sorry, mate. I'm such a klutz.
No problem. Happens all the time. But why don't you go and tee off?
What happened there?
This? Ah, stupid. There was this dog running loose on the course the other day. Bit me. It's fine.
Doesn't look like a dog bite to me.
God help us. What have you done this time?
It's an arrest.
It's supposed to be your day off.
I know, but I caught the guy who really did assault that kid.
Right. You got any evidence?
No, but I do have a theory.
A theory?
Yeah.
Look, it may have been remiss of me not to point this out earlier on, but you can't just go traipsing around arresting people on a whim.
No, it's more than a whim, Sarge. I'll show you when I interview him, all right? Look, I can clear this up in 5 minutes, tops.
All right.
Okay.
Clock's ticking.
All right.
Yeah, hey.
Would you mind telling us why you have a bite mark on the top of your hand?
Do I really need to answer these questions, Sergeant? I think there's been some sort of mistake.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind humouring us, Mr. Carpenter.
I told you. I got bitten by a dog. I was doing some maintenance on the course the other day and it just came up and bit me.
Maintenance like retrieving golf balls from the lake, perhaps?
That's right.
Do you do that a lot?
Well, quite a few balls end up in the water. It's a waste. I retrieve them and sell them for half price.
Well, hang on a second. I thought you said Mitchell and Jesse collected the balls.
They did, but not anymore.
Because you put a stop to it?
No, the club president made it very clear that only I was authorised to get the balls. It's an insurance issue.
Right. I mean, he probably didn't want the kids trying to sell them either, right?
That's right.
You see, I actually spoke to the club president, Mr. Carpenter, and he suggested you have some issues, I think that's how he put it, with anger management.
He had no right to tell you that.
You've had a few run-ins with customers?
Yeah, I can explain all those.
So what happened with Mitchell?
Nothing happened.
You told him to stop collecting the balls, right?
Yeah, I told you.
And to stop selling them, but he didn't, did he? So you found him hanging around the lake, you lost your temper.
I'm not going to get into this.
You grabbed him, he bit you, you punched him.
No, look, that's not how it was.
Really? Well, you better tell us how it was then, eh?
I didn't mean to hurt him, okay?
Jonesy said he remembers someone calling out just after he was hit. Can you think of anyone who might have been hanging around out the back?
Oh, look, we were so busy that night. I didn't always have my eye on the door. But it could have been Derek.
Derek
Hanley. I didn't think of him, actually. I had to throw him out late in the afternoon because he'd had a skinful.
And he went out the back?
Well, he usually takes a kip to sober up.
Takes the kip where?
In his ute, out in the car park.
Look, Chris Riley said she asked you to leave at about 5:30, which means you might still have been there when the attack took place.
I wouldn't know about that.
Listen, mate, I can ask you these questions down at the station if you prefer that.
Look, I don't want any trouble.
Then just tell me what you know.
I don't know what time it was, but it was dark.
Donna! Stop the car! Stop the car!
You all right? Mate.
And you just left him there. Unconscious.
It wasn't me that hit him.
You know, Derek, we haven't had a lot of luck finding the assault weapon. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No.
Do you mind if I have a look in your toolbox?
Why leave a perfectly good spanner there?
I've got a clean set of prints of the spanner. Should be enough for assault with a weapon, intentionally cause injury.
Should have made sure you stayed down. She played you like a cheap guitar, didn't she? This isn't over.
Get in there.
Suze. Thanks for what you did.
Would have done the same for any of my workmates.
Is the boss in?
Yeah, he's in. I don't think you want to be in there with him.
It's okay. I know what I'm doing.
Jones, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I've come to make you eat your words.
Really?
If I hadn't gone after Donna, she'd be dead by now.
She faked her own abduction.
Theo would have killed her. And the only reason he didn't is because I got in the way. You were wrong.
Your opinion. My opinion, she couldn't lie straight in bed.
And you believed that I conspired with Donna to fake her abduction. Wrong again.
I'm not wrong about her, Jones, and I'm not wrong about you either.
You got no grounds to get rid of me.
You were lucky this time, that's all. Just one slip.
Well, I'm done. You?
For now. If you want to make this easy for me, just keep seeing Donna Maitland.
So, looks like the best man won, eh?
It was a simple case of arse over class, mate. You're in the right place at the right time.
And you know what? Unless I'm reading this wrong, it looks like I've got fatigues duty tomorrow. What do you know, eh?
Come off it.
Bet's a bet. No squirming out of it now.
Looks like Mr. Privatisation's here for his golf clubs.
How long is this going to take?
Well, I can send Constable O'Rourke to have another look now, if you like.
Hello. You looking for these? Where were they? Back at the property office where we put them.
No, but I looked there.
I'm glad to see somebody around here knows what they're doing.
No worries, mate. Just sign here for me. Just, yeah. Just the one. Thanks.
Thanks.
See ya.
Okay.
Enjoy your day off, did you, Constable?
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, I did. I had a great day.
Managed to squeeze in a quick round, eh?
Oh, no. You know, collaring crooks got in the way. You know how it is.
Yeah. Couldn't help noticing you had fatigues duty tomorrow.
Well, yes, you're right. But Constable O'Rourke here kindly offered to do it
Very
for me.
kind offer.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's not an option. I've had to rejig the roster. Constable O'Rourke now has a rest day tomorrow.
Hang on.
I'm afraid you're going to have to forget about any arrangement you might have made.
What a shame.
Ross wants to see you.
Right. Yes, boss?
You went behind my back.
No. The inspector rang me, said he wanted my opinion.
Which is?
That Jones's suspension was unwarranted.
You had no right.
Look, with due respect, boss, I had every right to express my opinion. It was just my honest assessment of the situation.
I don't care what your assessment of the situation is. If you want to be a sergeant in my station, you will do it my way.
Again, with respect,
I know what
boss,
your game is.
My game?
Did he offer you my job?
No, this has nothing to do with your job.
Despite what he might have told you, I'm not about to quit.
Fair enough.
You'd better mean that. Don't underestimate me. I have more staying power than the inspector imagines, and I'm not going anywhere.
Thought you'd be gone by now.
I'm sorry, I meant to be. I just wanted to wait until you, until it got dark. I thought it might be easier to get away if Theo was still...
Yeah, he's in custody. We might be granted bail tomorrow, but he's definitely away for the night.
Evan. I should have told you the truth.
Don't.
I swear I'm off the game now.
I don't care. You lied to me.
I had to.
Yeah, well. So these feelings that you have for me, they're all lies too.
I came on to you that first night in the pub because I thought you could help me. But getting to know you... I've never felt this, way about anyone before. You're the best man I have ever... God, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have, Look, I'm going and,
Hey, wait.
Thanks very
Donna,
much.
Donna, wait.
Theo could be out tomorrow, and if I stick around...
Look, I can take care of Theo.
It's not just Theo you have to worry about because you don't understand.
What?
You know that guy? Hugo Allen? Who disappeared in St. David's?
Yeah.
Theo was hired to kill him. That's who he is. Theo was never my boyfriend. He's a hired gun. He was sent to make sure I kept quiet.
By who?
Evan, please. No. It's too dangerous.
I'm not sending you out there
No,
alone.
please. Evan, no.
Stay with me.
No.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
No. It's just...